Hey, everyone. It is the Let's Get Loud podcast with Jay and A. Hello, everyone.
I felt like I had rap on my face. Hello, everyone. We just about to start recording that I was like, if I don't eat right now, I'm going to get past hungry. And we all know what happens when you get past hungry.
Oh, yeah. And then it's like, and then it's just you're not enjoying your moment. Like you're just like waiting for it to be done because you're so hungry. You're waiting for the next activity. I don't want to live that way anymore.
No.
No. If I'm hungry right now, I'll find something. And actually yesterday, Jeff, he got home and it was like 4:15 and we were about to go do something at the pool and he's like, but before I am starving, let me grab like a protein bar or something before, even if he was eating at 5 p.m. And I'm like, that is listening to your body. You're like, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like I am hungry right now. It's not going well, you know?
Sometimes people are like, they're like afraid to have the snack. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
then I always say sometimes you need to invest in a
Yes,
snack.
it's
And the
not.
like 200 calorie snack you're going to eat now is going to prevent your
Yes.
1,000 calorie binge
Big.
later.
Oh yeah. 1,000,000%, you guys. I feel like that was great advice right there. Done. We're done with this podcast.
Done.
Invest in a snack. Bye. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the weather is nice again. Or again, yeah, since last year. But yeah, the weather is nice now. And I think it's like staying. However, like it's always raining in on the weekend, which is like so annoying. But this
I
it is
know.
what it is.
Yeah, no, it has been super nice all week and then really shitty every single weekend.
Yeah. Guys, how are you dealing with this? I mean, we're very fortunate that we can like go outside during the week and like we don't have the 9 to 5 schedule and missing out on nice time on like, on sunshine. But still it would be nice to have the kids at home and have nice weather.
Are you feeling like ready to have the kids? Like, are you ready for that summer life?
1,000,000% all the time. I want summer life all the time. Alicia, what are you talking about? Yes, yes, 1,000,000%, yes. We have this like wall at Soul Studio where it's like, what are you most excited about for summer days? 90% of everything that's been written down was written by me. I participated in my own questions. The questions were made for me. It was really,
Honestly, yesterday on your Instagram, I was like, is she answering her own questions? Like they were so, but I proof checked your work and it was
oh,
other people asked you those questions.
yes. You mean if, on your weight loss?
Yes, they were so like Jose centric that I was
Yes.
like,
Did she write this? No.
did
And
she
like the
text
people,
people?
the people that, yeah, can you go enter this? The people that answered are very Jose centric, are very much on the same journey as I am. So it was like very much like connected to them. Like the three, I was like, oh yeah, these are people that follow me and enjoy that conversation. But yeah, very, very about like I'm being present and I'm doing this. But yeah, no, I am excited to do zero lunches, which like, let's be real, the lunches that I make are like there's nothing to do. But I like that there's none of them to do. I like slow mornings.
Same.
Yeah, I know you do. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're ready as well, right? Like it's good.
It kind of like just occurred to me yesterday how like soon it's coming.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, oh
Like
wow,
that
like
week.
it's really coming. The kids I find this time of year too are so tired.
Okay.
Like and I've definitely overprogrammed them a little bit lately. So it's like I know they need some time to just like sleep
Yeah.
and
And
to
just
not for me to
be.
not make
And
them
just
lunch.
be. I mean, it's such a, yeah, like I definitely don't over program my kids' activities, but I know a lot of people that do. And I think it's good. Like, I feel like that's how you guys want to spend your time. And like, you know what I mean? But like, it does, like, it for sure, they must be tired.
I think it's like right now at the age that my kids are, I feel like, they don't play with toys. So
Right.
it's like either they're hanging out with their friends,
Yeah.
we're like doing board games,
Right.
or they're playing sports or they're on their phones.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that sports are like taking up a significant amount of their time
Yeah.
because then I don't have to play a board game with them.
Yes, I see. No, no, for sure.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And then on the days where we don't have anything, I'm like, give her, like, spend 3 hours on your phone right now.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not? Yeah, yeah. No, it's all good. But yeah, no, I definitely am very taking advantage of the fact that figure skating's done. Noah is in two different things, like once, like twice a week. But it's like with Jeff, so he does baseball. And they're learning about baseball. So like obviously Jeff, that's Jeff's sport, baseball. So Jeff is like he's not not vice coach, but the other coach, not the coach, but
Assistant coach.
yeah. But then Gia was like, he like really enjoys going every Saturday morning with Noah. He's like, I basically am the assistant. It's not official, but I go there and me and this other guy, we help with the coach. So it's they don't play games. They don't even, I don't think they even like held the bat yet. They're like just like learning the like basic skills of like catching the ball with the glove and like whatever. So it's like perfect for Noah since he has never played before. So he does enjoy that. Plus Jeff enjoys going, which is nice. And then he does like it's called kids play. So they do like multiple sports in 1 hour session.
Oh, nice.
They try different things. So yesterday they did soccer, basketball, a little bit of baseball. And it's just this guy that does this for the town. Like he's like really nice. Yeah. Like
And they
a
get
grandpa.
exposure to like they get exposure to all different things, which is nice. Then they can kind of find their thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Noah hasn't found his thing. Jeff is hoping it's baseball. But he hasn't found his thing, which is all good. Like he has like his schedule. In this winter, he does like indoor soccer or whatever. But it's more like the skating, like the amount of like I'm like, I'm here all evening. Like I'm not used to that because I'm like usually 2, 3 hours for sure at the rink. So I'm like, oh
And
like,
by the time you like drive to the rink,
that's what I mean. Yeah. It literally is a 2 to 3 hour activity every
oof,
day. Like it's just annoying. Anyway, so I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying this season. Know what I mean?
yeah.
Yes.
Same for us. Like in like a couple weeks, like 3 weeks, basically everything's done.
Yeah, because school is over, I'm guessing. It's at the
School's
same
over.
time-ish.
Alfie's football's done. The girls are not playing a sport this summer. Like we're good.
Yes. Are you guys camping a lot? I didn't ask you.
We have 3 trips
Okay.
booked.
Okay.
So we're doing like,
Regular camping schedule.
yeah,
Okay.
we always go to oh, what's that place in St. John? Oh my God, I'm gonna be so annoyed with myself. Anyways, we're doing 3 nights that time. We normally do 2 nights, but we're gonna
Yeah.
do one extra night. And we're going to Twin Shores, and I think that one's 3 nights as well. And then we're doing one, you know how we always go to Cooch?
Yes, with like the whole bunch, lo.
Well, this year we decided to go a different location.
Okay. Where there's maybe things like
Yeah, like it's called Livingston Lake. So there's like you don't have to pee into the ground.
okay, perfect.
So, but we're all going again, like a big crew. So 3 camping trips a year is
Yeah, I think
perfect for
that's
me.
great. Yeah, no, I support that.
Yeah.
I have nothing planned, which is just perfect. I'm like, I really am embracing Shidyak in the summer. There's no better place. I'm like, we're literally at a touristy summer place.
Yeah.
So let's just be. Let's just be.
Yeah.
We have this like 1 week where Jeff is for sure gonna take off and we might fly to Quebec because the kids really enjoyed Valcartier last year. And we might, it's all might do that, but it's not like for sure. The only thing that we're doing for sure, which I highly recommend, Alicia, which you don't even have to sleep over, is Splash Effects. That was just the best time.
I
Loved
feel
it
like
so
you're
much.
not remembering my level of anxiety around death. Um,
On in the water?
yes.
I mean, we have all the things. You're wearing a life jacket.
Listen,
Life.
listen,
No one
it's
died so
just
far.
like when you fucking were worried about the wind
Right,
in
right.
Exuma.
Okay, so you don't want to
I
bring them
know,
because you're afraid that they're gonna drown?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Feel that feels high level of danger to me. Like if you do
Oh.
like 0 to 10, that feels like an 8 to me.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
know it's not rational.
No. Okay. Oh, well. Okay. So we're doing that. We're doing that and because that was a hit. That was a hit. I was hoping to bring my parents. I feel like my dad would be a good time. I don't want them to get hurt though, but like
The-
my dad would be funny. My mom can't swim and she hates the water, but she'll watch and laugh and probably pee her pants. It's a good time.
It's a good point though that it's you don't have to sleep over. And like the kids
Oh,
are
it's
old enough
yeah,
now that they can do
the
like
drive and the drive.
they
Yes.
can do the drive and the drive.
Yes, 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 yes. We're sleeping over because they love Halifax and we haven't gone in a very long time. And we're actually not doing sleepover this year when Noah goes for his appointment, which is actually next week. But we're just doing the drive in and out. Jeff is away, so my mom's coming with me. We're just gonna go to his appointment and come back home. But saved Halifax for like for sure a one-nighter going, making a reservation at Bicycle Thief and going on. I
Mm,
love Halifax. I think it's such a nice spot.
same. I also would love to hit up Zara.
Sure, yes. Zara's not, I don't have the right body type for Zara. They didn't make things for people that are made like pears. Know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, going on their website, like no one knows what the clothes actually look like
No.
because
Yeah.
every model is like a stick.
It's yeah, everyone needs to be a stick. You cannot have hips.
And then, but then they always like put the clothes on the models like that are, I feel like are oversized.
Yeah.
It's like so hard to tell what actually fits like what.
See, I haven't been on their website, but I can just imagine.
No, don't like it.
Don't like it.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll go shopping. But depending on Dia, what she'll want to do. But yeah, so that's it. And again, if we go to Valcartier, it's going to be on the same week as Katy Perry's in Quebec. And I want to like surprise Dia and go see Katy Perry. But like is
Oh,
happening. Know what I mean?
oh,
Drive there for sure. She is a big Katy Perry fan. It was so funny because Jeff
oh,
Jeff was like, does she even know a Katy Perry song? I'm like, yes, she knows all of them. Like I went through the whatever. And and then we're like, she's getting her lunch ready and she's like, California girls. And I was like, I'm like,
oh, I'm invested. I'm
yeah,
invested. You need to do this.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. So that's happening. Like I want to surprise her. Like we land and I'm like, tonight we're going to see Katy Perry. Like
Oh,
you want to bring it right to that moment.
oh,
So we'll see. We'll see if that all happens. We'll see. The plane's like broken right now, and I'm like not like, and I haven't like saved up for like not saved up, but I haven't like booked the hotel yet. But I should, huh? And then you just cancel last minute if you don't want to go.
did you just say the plane is broken?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what happened?
Oh, just it didn't make the check. Jeff was in the plane trying to leave, and then it didn't do a thing that it's supposed to do. So he turned around and parked it again.
Oh,
He has
okay.
a checklist, and it didn't go through the checklist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We needs to get it fixed.
Okay.
That's what it is, you guys. So we'll see. I mean, it's in August, Lil. Like it's in a long time. If
So
he
much
fly
time.
all summer, I think he'll like, you know what I mean?
Neil's parents are
Um,
coming for,
oh, right. Neil's parents. Forgot about them. Usually they're here in May.
yeah, they did a big trip this past year to see Neil's brother to in Australia.
Wow. How did that go?
It went great. They were there for like 6 weeks, but like that takes a lot out of them to do that travel.
We
So I think they needed some extra time to recover.
before coming here for a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
they're
that's
coming in
fun.
June,
Okay.
June to August. So like 2 months.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
A little extra time there with them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, well, everyone now is aware of everything that we're doing.
All the things.
Oh,
So talking about all the fun things,
right,
curious, do you like think about your focus? I know a lot of people this time of year are starting to feel worried that
right,
summer's coming. I think there's a few different like mindsets. I think some people are really connected to their wellness right now, have potentially lost weight, and then they're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to manage it this summer?
right.
And
Yeah,
maybe there's some people that haven't been connected and they're like, well, just gonna give her and then restart in September.
right, right. That's definitely a mindset that exists out there for sure. Isn't it like so interesting how like you and I and a lot of our members and a lot of people maybe listening, they're just like, I don't see like that's not where our brain goes like anymore. I mean, we've definitely had the like for me, the one that I connect more is not the giving her in the summer, it's more the worry of the gaining the weight in the summer. Whereas like we've made it past that. Like we've made it to the point where summer arrives and we recognize opportunity instead of obstacles. We recognize like that it's going to be different, but it's not over. Different is good. Different, again, opportunities come with different. And so like it's just perspective. It's just literally a mindset shift. And once you are there, you can't unsee it anymore. And your brain just doesn't go to given her or being worried because you feel totally in control. You know you are in control. And you are building your life in the summer and it's like a fun time. Like summer is really fun. You know what I mean? Like it should be fun. And we shouldn't be like worried about the food. And I think
I
yeah, I think a big part, sorry, I think a big part of not being worried is our relationship with food. Because I think the big part of being worried is being like, I want to eat ice cream, I want to eat burgers. I'm like, so eat it. Like, aren't we there yet? Don't you understand by now that burgers could coexist with maintaining your weight and that burgers do not include weight gain and that ice cream does not include weight gain? So I think people might be more afraid of their control or lack of. And I'm like, well, like one day at a time. One day, notice it, turn it around when you notice it. Like it's not like right now or 10 pounds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like just be accountable, do your thing, you know?
that's what I was going to ask you is like, why do you think, and like probably people are listening, they're like, great, good for you guys.
Good for
Do you
you.
know what I mean? Like, but I think it's
So
important
happy
to
for
remember that like we weren't always this way.
no,
And
we
there
were.
was times where I lost control in the summer where I worried about summer weight gain. So
Mm,
it's like, how did we get here? And it wasn't one thing, it was an
no.
accumulation of things.
Mm,
So, what do we think is the accumulation of getting to a point where you no longer worry
mm.
about summer food and or lose control in the summer?
For sure, better relationship with food. Just I think that like really understanding food, because I think a bit, like I said, a big part of the fear is the like type of food that you see yourself eating in the summer and all the things you want to do often include either drinks or food. Like can't wait to go to, whatever, eat fry clams. Can't wait. Like it's always like related. There's a ice cream. There's a lot that is about the food in the summer or going out to eat or having lunch on the patio. And there's just like it's food centric. Like summer can be very, like gatherings and seeing people and bonfires and it's just you see the food that you typically eat. It's just a different life. So I think if you have a better relationship with all foods, you tend to like kind of diminish or apaiser. I don't know what word I want to say here, but your anxiety towards all of those foods because you have a good relationship with them. You're open to it.
Reduce.
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 Okay, so next question. What do I actually do? So it's like,
Hmm.
how do I change my relationship with food? Like, how do I stop being worried about specific types of food?
Hmm. Well, geez, shouldn't the knowledge be good enough? Like you have knowledge now. You know how a body gains weight. I'm like, like for me, I'm like, isn't there's knowledge there? So you got to believe it. Like it's a belief system. So to get a better relationship with food, you really need to understand that there's nothing in that burger that makes you fat. So when you eat it, you don't eat seven. It comes back to the mindset. Um, there's less guilt. So again, there's less binging. I think the minute there's less guilt, there's less binging.
I think for
Um,
some people, even just increasing their calorie aware. Well, first of all,
right.
understanding calorie deficit. Like, and if you guys are still like, yeah, but
Stop.
stop, yeah,
Stop.
butting.
C'est fini.
I
Camarade.
I was listening to a podcast the other day and it was about this like guy who like he's like a longevity biohacking guy, so trying to like live longer, like never die basically, okay?
Okay.
And he was talking, he's like muscly and like he was talking about energy and he was talking about like PCOS, he was talking about menopause, he was talking about all those things and I was like waiting for him and I was like, "Oh gosh, what are we going to say?" And he was like he just said like this is physics. This is and I know it, but it's just so nice every once in a while to
Oh,
hear
every
like
once
a
in a while, yeah, you see
you're
someone.
like, okay,
Yeah.
So if you're sitting here and you're like, if you're still yeah butting, when you hear us talking about calorie deficit, I need you to pinpoint what you're yeah butting about.
Yeah.
Like what specifically, like, because you, and then we need to work at seeking out evidence that proves otherwise.
Yeah.
Like go on the
Yes.
internet. Like the internet will help you.
And I also am like, we're not saying, okay, let's say you're like, no, but I'm not eating that much. There's no way. And I'm like, I'm not saying you're eating too much. I'm just saying you're not creating calorie deficit with your body. Your body is not creating calorie deficit. And there's a it's either you don't see what you're consuming or you're just not burning a lot of calories. And so whatever you're consuming is not less than what is like, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying anything bad about you or about like, it's just you are not in a calorie deficit. I'm not saying you're eating too much. I'm not saying eat less. I'm just saying with what's happening, your body's just saying that it's not in a calorie deficit. It doesn't have to be bad or good. It just is.
I think then all of that stems from the drama of us feeling like if you eat a lot, you are unworthy. Like that's bad.
Yeah.
And
No, yeah,
so,
for
like,
sure.
when
Yeah.
you tell someone you're actually eating more than you realize, it's like you told them, like, I hate your face, like, you're
Yeah. It's
ugly.
really, yeah. And I'm like,
It's
well,
really upsetting to people.
yeah, it really is. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really upsetting to people. But to me, it's actually good news because, like,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
just found the answer to the problem you've been looking for your whole adult life.
Yeah. And I think if you're still, yeah, butting calorie deficit, man, you are putting a wall. Like, if you could just embrace the fact that that's what's happening, like the doors just show up in a room. Like, it's just like, okay, like this could be it. This could be it. And maybe you don't want to open the doors, but that's on you and just know that that's what you're doing. But there are so many doors for you to feel better to like there's just so much that you could be doing and that you're just wanting to kind of stay put and I feel like just recognize that that's your choice and that's fine. But there are many doors in the room that you stand to feel better, be happier. Like there's so much.
So I
Okay,
think
so I think that it's the
creating
yeah,
creating like calorie awareness or
yeah,
sorry, calorie deficit, but
yeah,
then calorie awareness I think is a big piece.
right.
And I look at it good and bad. So like if you guys like look at the bun in your burger, it's 120 calories. Like stop thinking you can't eat a bun with your burger.
Yeah.
Look at your portion of ice cream. Like, oh wow, that portion is 600 calories and it's going to look small. So
Mhm.
the both experiences are like one is like good news and one might be bad news, but they're both really important to diminish the noise around food.
And you just said the word that I wanted to say. I think the next thing that makes us where we are, or brought us to where we are, is experience. It's experience. C'est juste ça, là. So if you keep avoiding summer, if you keep experiencing a summer where you are accountable and you're connected and you're, more aware of what's happening in your life and you're actually like living day to day and understanding what's up and making choices, as many summers as you experience doing that, then you're going to get to a point where you're like Alicia and I, and there's so much experience and baggage almost that you're just like, I got this. Like I've lived so many summers doing this that it's automatic. It's very natural to you. And you know that you can have summers, you choose whatever you want this summer. It could be weight gain, could be weight loss, could be connected or not. But in the end, it's more of that, like just that peaceful feeling of I am in control. Like whatever happens, like nothing happens to me in the summer. Like it's me. I'm choosing what's happening. But I think it's either you're choosing to avoid it or staying connected to it. Just staying connected to whatever you're choosing is really important. It doesn't even matter if you stay connected to gaining 10 pounds. It is different than avoiding your 10 pounds. Just FYI, you guys, it's not the 10 pounds that makes you disconnected. It's the disconnected. Avoiding it is what makes you disconnected, not the
And
gain.
that was also something that I was going to bring up as well is like how do we show up the way that we do in the summer is we stay connected to
Yeah.
it.
We're accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But accountable to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like it's a standard.
hmm
It's because it's what I want.
hmm
And it's not about chasing a number on the scale or a size of my pants. Like if we can finally step away from the short term, I'm going to lose X amount of weight in 8 weeks and brr, 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 brr. If we just start to be like, okay, wow, this is my life.
hmm
Hello, life.
Hello, life. Hello,
Like
one life.
hello, one life. Like, how do I want to show up today? And is how I'm showing up consistently moving me towards the direction of where I want to go?
Yeah.
Done.
And accountability for me, like I've always like I always know like we've known the strength behind it, but only now that we've like really what 13 years later, like with your weight loss and all that, like accountability to someone else was a big part of our program at the beginning because we know that a lot of humans are like, I need that. And then I just started to really realize that I, as the leader, and even as Alicia, like as the coaches, we don't need external accountability to to perform. And I was like, okay, what is it? Like what's happening? Because it became like a crutch and a problem that you needed another human to perform and to do what needs to be done to get what you want, which got really interesting to me for in a little bit. And I realized like, oh shit, like we need to really, create a mirror here and be like, why is it that I think the only way I'll ever show up for my life is if someone else is in the room, if it's someone else is
Is watching.
pushing me, is watching and is pushing me. And I just find that very interesting. And I know at the beginning, maybe, yeah, you need that, but please work towards not needing that. It's like anything, like I need someone else to make me happy. I need someone else to love me. I need someone else. Like we need to start looking into like, why do I need these things and why am I not enough to create shit for me just because I want it? Like, why am I not strong enough or good enough or whatever's lacking in your life where you're like, I can't do this without another person. I find that interesting and I think it's something that people should reflect on if they are like that, you know?
And if we can just start seeing that as a tool and not a need, like having
Yes,
other,
yes.
like having you as my friend is a tool. Like having someone like you to bounce ideas off of, to be
Yeah, yeah,
inspired by, like that's
yeah.
a tool. But like
Yes.
I don't need you.
No,
And
no.
there's been times in
And
my
I am
life
not
where
the
I
reason if you are successful or not. It's either
exactly.
you used me or you didn't, like as a tool. Because a lot of people know me, like my mom, I don't know, like Neil doesn't use you as a tool to get what he wants, and he lives with you. So that's why some people are like, I need you, and I'm like, you don't need me. You can use me with whatever resource you have, and and a lot of people are like, oh, I really like, I need you, whatever. I'm like, have you been watching me? Do you even watch the videos that I post? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't move in with you, and even if I did, you would find a way when you're not at home, when I'm not with you, to do what you want, you know? So you need to like look into what you're doing and why you want those things. I like that.
I certainly find a lot of Snicker wrappers in the car
Sneakers, that's his brand of choice.
and Maltesers.
Oh, Maltesers, yes, Neil. Oh, now you're talking
Maltesers are
Maltesers.
good.
Oh, so good. Yeah, that and
I
the Twix.
just
I like Twix.
that whole yeah, Twix are good too. And he
Yeah.
wouldn't pick that though. But
Okay.
just the whole like needing another human, guys. Like I just and I also want to acknowledge that there's times in my journey where I leaned more heavily on that tool. And then there's times where I didn't. Like just like all the tools in my the Your Way Weight Loss toolbox. Like there's not one tool for one person for one time. It's like here's all
And
these tools. Which one do I want to grab right now and use? But at the end of the day, you are in charge.
you need to grab it because ultimately, like sometimes when I see that my choices, like that I am myself not being very, like at the end of the day, I'm like, man, like still didn't choose, the thing that I said that whatever. So I have these reflections and I'm like, okay, I need to up my accountability, but it's not like I need someone to move in with me and I'll wait till whatever the perfect thing happens to me. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna up being more loud about what I want, being more, so it's like more talking, more like connecting with people. But at the end, I'm still in charge to do whatever action. Like, so okay, that's good. How about so this was a great conversation. How about we continue on next week and talk more about accountability, how we stay accountable, how we stay focused, how we choose our focus, all of that in our next podcast. So
Love
that'll
it.
be the next podcast for next week, you guys. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for being here. And we have something really fun and exciting coming up for the summer to keep our members accountable.
I want to say we're going to put in the show notes. There's a little mini course on calorie deficit.
Oh, I like that.
And
Let's
if
do
you're
that.
still holding on a little bit, I want you guys to watch that.
Yeah.
There's like 6 5-minute
Yeah.
videos. It's going to really help you to be like, okay.
Yeah, because your belief system is really holding you back. Like if you are not like that, that really opened up so much for me. Like the minute I could just like believe in it, it fixed it fixed with work and time, but it fixed like my weekend binging versus weekday, whatever. It also like brought so much flexibility and freedom in my food choices. Like there's just so much that it can do for you. So if you are, still putting up that wall about calorie deficit, unfortunately, like your belief system is just stopping you from the beauty of your way. I truly believe that. Like that is the only way you find your way is if you can have calorie deficit as part of your true belief system. And again, like we have a lot of doctors and nurses that are a part of your weight loss, and they're like, I knew about calorie deficit and I believe in calorie deficit, but they weren't using it. Like you can believe something, but do you use that knowledge to your advantage right now? And I think the using it is true belief. Not just like, yeah, yeah, I believe it. I think using it every day and actually practicing it every day is true belief of that. It's like, yeah, yeah, I believe that meditation is good for you, but you don't do it. So like, you know what I mean? So like clearly you can believe something, but to do it is a different thing. Like I believe in global warming. Do I do anything about it? Know what I mean? So it's like using it as like a part of your true belief system is how you use your values, like what you value, what your standards are. So it's something to reflect on. Go.
It's the knowledge versus knowing piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I can know that calorie deficit is a thing, but when you
Have,
have like no, that's the knowledge piece.
yeah.
The knowing piece is like you use that. You go to the barbecue,
Yeah.
you eat a burger, you have a reasonable portion for the first time ever. You go home and you realize you didn't gain weight and you're like, "Oh my goodness." Like
Yeah.
that's impactful. And then you build on that knowledge and that experience until you doesn't even consider anything otherwise.
Yeah, like the whole thing that all of you want of like, losing your weight, maintaining it off, like that's in life. It's not in like this journey or this like specific, beautiful, weird, magical place you think it exists. It literally builds every single day. So like every single day matters. You build experiences, you build knowledge, you build observations and reflections every day. Like you build your life. So literally the life you're waiting for is in your everyday life, but with a focus and an intention on what is best for me, what do I want. So it's literally just that like awakening of like, okay, this is my life, not okay, I'm losing weight now, I am in a calorie deficit. Like you're getting it all wrong. Like weight loss really lives and like in your life. And that's how you like build that confidence and that mindset. It's like living and reflecting and thinking about like, holy shit, like right now I'm just talking shit about myself. I need to switch that up. Oh, I feel bad for eating a burger right now. Oh, wait, no, I'm working on this right now. So you'll only truly feel it when you're like living and being connected to it.
Big
It
time.
doesn't exist on the side. It's not like a
Nope.
side gig. Like
It's
it
it's
really is every day.
it's where long-term weight loss comes
Oh,
from.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh yeah. If you want short-term weight loss, that is a side gig for sure.
Easy
You get
peasy. We
fired
can do that,
anytime.
no problem.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.